I'm going to show you why you should keep your YouTube channel a secret and not tell anyone about it if you're a coach, a consultant, or an expert helping anyone go from A to B, especially if you're trying to use YouTube to attract your ideal clients. Now, later we're gonna get into when it's okay to share your YouTube channel and also who, most importantly, to share it to. Now, if you don't already know, I have another YouTube channel that's generated over 1.5 million views and 800 sales. And to this day, a lot of the people that I hang out with and see on a regular basis, a lot of them don't actually know. I've had so many friends come to me and say, hey, I found your video on YouTube. And I'll explain to them why I've never shared it with them. And we're gonna get into that later on. So the reason why I felt this was important to share with you is because 3 days ago, I was on a call with a coach and he started posting videos on his channel about 3 months ago. And he was, frustrated by the lack of traction from the work that he's put in. So he said he started posting his videos on Facebook, on his Instagram, on his LinkedIn. And I said, that is a huge mistake, and I want to prevent you from making the same one. So in order to better understand why this is such a bad idea, we need to understand how the algorithm works. How does YouTube determine if your video is worth putting in front of a whole lot of people and getting you more views? Every time you publish a new video, YouTube will push that video first to your core audience. Your core audience will be your subscribers, the people who have recently interacted with your content and given signals to YouTube that they enjoy your content. YouTube will push that video to that group first, okay? They are the ones most likely to click on your video because they have already indicated they like your stuff. Now, if for some reason this group does not like your video, they don't give YouTube the signals that they enjoy this video because they didn't click on it, which tells YouTube they're not interested in that content. They don't stay and watch it for a long time, which tells them it's not a good video, or they don't come back for more. That everything is telling YouTube, okay, this video is not a good video. And if it doesn't do any of those, YouTube will never promote it to anybody else. Now, if this group, and this is why you will see that initially your click-through rate, which is how many people click on your video, will be high in the first day or two, and then it will slowly go down to, maybe 3, 4, 5, or 6% if you have a decent video. All right? So let's say this video performed well with this core group. YouTube will try to find other groups of people like this. Okay? They will test it with, I don't know exactly how many people is in each audience, but let's say this represents 10,000 people. They showed it to 10,000 people here. A few of them clicked on it. They enjoyed it. Okay, cool. We're going to show it to more people. Now, maybe this group doesn't perform well. Then they will no longer publish to any more of this type of person. Maybe this was a group of 25 to 30-year-olds. This is a group of 40 to 45-year-olds, and this is 50 and up. And this performed very well, and this did not perform very well, they will keep pushing here. And this is how they start to find more of the people who enjoy your content. Because within each audience, there will be a certain group that enjoy your videos and a certain group that does not. They will take that group and they will try to find more people like it. So YouTube is actually working for you, not against you like many people think, all right? But it starts with you creating a great video in the first place, okay? So understanding that, how does YouTube know who to publish your video to, okay? Because I have another video called Subscribers Don't Matter, and that's for a good reason. YouTube will not show this video to all of your subscribers. That's why you see people with 500,000 subscribers getting 5,000 views on each video. That's because they don't show it to everyone. And so how do you make sure that they show it to the right people? That's from the input, okay? That's from the data that they get from your title, your description, what you say in your videos, okay? YouTube is very smart now. They don't even count on what you write. They actually know what you're saying in the video to know if it's actually accurate and who to show it to. So they rely on some data that you input into your video. Okay, so let's say you now have just released a new video and you send your Facebook following, which is full of people you just met randomly. You send your IG following, which literally you probably have never met any of them, or your LinkedIn. Okay, so you've just now, and your friends and family. Okay, friends and family. So you have 4 different groups of people that you've shared your video to. Now you have told YouTube that this is your core audience. Now you're feeding it data that, okay, those are the people that I need to try to find more people like them to show your video to. But the problem is, your friends and family, they like you, they know you, and they're watching your video because you sent it to them and they want to be nice. That's fine. You will get a click, you'll get a view on that initial video. But what happens is, now you have a bunch of new subscribers that next time you release a video will not click on your next video. And what that tells YouTube is, his videos are not good. Okay, because his core audience does not click on his videos. They don't enjoy his videos. They were just doing you a favor once or twice. They're not gonna keep watching every single one of your videos, okay? So by sharing it to Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, and your friends and family, you are feeding the algorithm the wrong data. Those are not your ideal clients. And this will lead to YouTube having the wrong data and starting to show your video to the wrong people, and now taking a lot longer to get more views of the right person on YouTube. So when is actually the right time to share your video? So when you release a new video, usually, most of the time on average, unless you're creating a banger every single time, your video will go up like this, and then it will usually, slow down and just, keep going steadily for a long time. So if you want to share your video, this would likely be a better time to do so. All right? Because you have allowed the YouTube algorithm to get the data that they want, and they've probably reached a point where they say, this is not yet really performing with any audience that we've tested so far, so they don't really show your video much more. All right? Now, don't confuse that with that will never get views. My first video that has gotten over 100,000 views on my other channel went like this for a while, and then it blew up, I think, 2 or 3 months later. So it does not mean it will not find the right audience. It just means at this point, it's still in limbo. It's still trying to figure its, whatever the algorithm is doing. Now, some videos will go like this, and they will not look back for a while. They will keep going. Maybe they'll taper off later on. But I would say if that video's showing to be performing well, this probably is not the time to share it, because that means it has found a good audience for your video, and you putting some more data into it, the wrong data, might affect that performance. So I probably wouldn't touch it at that point. I would just let it do its thing, and then when it finally tapers off, then go ahead and share your video. And this is the beauty of YouTube. We're not doing ads, we're not promoting, we're just creating videos to attract the right person. So just let it do its thing. You don't have to push and try to find people and do all that work. Put the video, move on to the next one. Now, before I get into who you should actually be sharing your video with, I wanted to tell you that I'm currently doing market research because I'm working on a solution for coaches, consultants who are trying to use YouTube to attract more clients. And I'm trying to talk to about 20 people over the next week or two to ask you some questions, ask you questions about your struggles, what your goals are, and basically pick your brain so I can better understand you and what you need so I can actually create a solution for that in the future. This is not a sales call. I have nothing to sell. I just really need to talk to some coaches, consultants, or course creators, or any expert that's working on helping others achieve a certain outcome. So if you're interested, if you'd like to get on a quick call, 30-minute call with me, go ahead and click on the link in the description. So now, who should you be sharing your video with? It should only be, like I said earlier, to your ideal client avatar. your ICA. This is the only group of people you should be sharing your video with, not your social media following. You should be sharing it to the people who actually have the problem that you solve specifically. So just off the top of my head here, if you're helping new homeowners grow a tomato garden or a new vegetable garden, do not share it to anybody that you know that owns a house. They have to actually want to grow a tomato garden, because if they just own a house and you think, they could be the perfect fit for my YouTube channel, well, you're gonna tell YouTube that you want more of the people who own houses, and they might not necessarily want to grow a tomato garden. The people who want to grow a tomato garden are more health conscious. So you want to be very specific, and the first thing you'll have to do is identify who your ideal client avatar is. And I have another video on that you can check out on my channel. But this is the only person I would say that you should share your video with, nobody else. So recently I found a new YouTube feature, well, not really new, but a feature that people are not using much. And I was able to use it to 200x how many people see my content. And the best part is I didn't have to publish another video, and you actually don't need any subscribers. So if you'd like to know that technique and that feature and how to use it, it's quite simple. You can actually set it up in 2-3 hours a month. Go ahead and check out this video while I talk about this one technique, and I'm very excited about it because it's very easy. So go ahead and check out this video so you can find out how you can 200x your impressions and how many people see your content.